Hello everyone, my name is Nilendra and today I'm going to explain you a very good concept called memoization in JavaScript. Actually, it is a specific type of caching only and it actually caching the return values of a function. So with the help of that, you can achieve the memoization. So I'm going to tell you the concept of memoization without wasting the time. So I created a file inside the folder which I created known as main.js. And before going to start the coding, first of all, I would like to open the CMD. Now, I'm going to explain you the concept without it, and after that, I'm going to tell you how we can optimize the code with the help of memoization. So, I'm creating a function of a square, very simple square of number. So, in my last video, one of my friend had given me one suggestion that I have to increase the font size so that it will be easy for everyone to take a look into it. So I'll try to do that. Now what I'm doing, I'm just writing down a simple square function, giving the total like 0, getting a variable total, and I'm passing the value 0 in it. But I'm using two loop square. The first one will be like that equals to 0 I now I plus. Second one will be like that j equals to 0 j less than now j plus. Inside it I'm just getting a very small concept of squaring of the number. Now, as you can see this, I created the two loops, one loop, and after that I'm going to write down the return value of total. So here I'm going to return. Yeah. So this is a very simple example of. Now I'm going to call this. Let's see how it works. Created a constant. Now in this example, I would like to draw your attention towards the timestamp that will take to run this particular function. So for that, what I'm doing, I'm just creating the state start time by using the date, and I'm comparing it so that with the help of that we can calculate it. Now I'm calling this particular function. I'm passing a value like 5000, and let's see how much time it will take to run this particular function. So that's the main agenda of this 10. Now what I'm doing, I created a new date function directly, and I'm just subtracting this, and we'll get to know the exact time to run this particular program. So now, as you know that the program is now completed, so I'm going to run it by using node main.js. So as you can see, it took around 20 milliseconds time to run this particular program. Now what I'm doing, I would like to show you the comparison. So I'll try to run the same program with the same value of the square with two different variables which I just created, start one and start two. Then you'll get to know that it is again and again taking the same time, around same time to run this particular thing with the same value. So now let me run this particular again. So as you can see this, it took around 19 for the first one, 18 for the second one. So now to reduce this particular thing, when you are running the same program with the same parameters, okay, so we will have to cache this particular record. So here the concept of memoization came into the picture. So to reduce the time stamp to run this particular program, so we have to introduce the memoization now. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you how we can achieve it. So the same program, I'm going there. Let's forward. Increase the font size. So now I'm going to tell you the memoization concept now, and for that, what I have to do, I have to create a constant first, memorize, and it will be like the function, the arrow function, and writing it. And the first thing that we have to do to achieve this memoization, we have to create a shape for results. So here, what I'm doing, I'm just writing down. Let me create one constant called result. It will like the empty object which I created. Inside this, we are going to store the value. Now, what we'll have to do? Now we have to return one function. Inside this one particular function, we are doing the operations. So the argument can be anything, right? So we are not aware of what kind of argument the user is going to give. So we are just passing like this. And now the second thing which I have to create is to do is create a key. So I'm creating a key for caching. Okay. So how I can create that? So I'm writing down constant the arguments key. And last time we created the JSON.stringify thing, so we will do the same thing here as well. Stringify. And inside this, I'm going to pass the arguments, which I just write it down inside the return function. Now the key is now going to be created. Now what will be the next step? The next step will be like we have to execute this particular condition only if there is no cache value. So we are going to write down the conditions for this if using not conditions for results. If the results not having any value inside it, I mean the cache is not having any value in it, in that case only I'm going to run this particular and the program will going to execute inside this. So result arguments will be like function they just created here. I'm going to call it in a simpler way. So for example, if there is no value inside the cache, then we have to store something, right? So for the second time, if the same program is going to be executed with the same value, it is not going to take that particular time frame, such as just showed you, like it will take around 18 milliseconds again, which actually a bad thing because if the value is same, everything is same, ideally it has to load the data quickly, right? Then we are going to return the results. So if the cache value is already there with the same value like this, we are passing 5000, then it is directly going to execute it without wasting the time. Okay. Now what I'm do, I have to just terminate it. Now, one thing I would like to tell you that in this particular example, I created the square method with this application which is going to perform the square of this number and how much time it will take for this. Now this memoize function which I just created, it is going to take function as an argument. So instead of creating function as an argument again and again, so what I'm doing, I'm just pass it directly here and I'm calling this function memoization which actually going to take function as an argument. So now it is going to take function as an argument, memorize, and now let's see how much time it will take to run this particular program. So I'm just trying to run this. As you can see this, for the first thing, square 5000, it will take around 20 milliseconds. Whenever I'm trying to run the same program with the same value, it is going to take zero. So this is the magic of the memoization. We cache the value so that we will reduce the time frame to run the same thing again and again. So that's it in this video. Thank you so much for watching it.